All right, welcome in. Today is a very special day. Don't mind the clothes. Don't judge. I know you got clothes that you need to put away as well. So don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. I'm gonna get to it. Okay. Today is a special day. Candace Owens has broke the internet completely. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the Bride of Charlie series is dropping today on Miss Shabbat Shalami, Mrs. AKA Erica Kirk, which is what a lot of people know her as. And it has completely broke the internet. I'm excited. Very. If you can't tell, it's a beautiful day today. I have been very suspicious of this woman for a very long time, and I have been waiting for the moment that Candace has locked in that she's just acting a little weird. And she has already admitted before she's gotten to this point several times that she was very, very vulnerable and her emotions were high to the point where she was kind of in denial that Erica may have had something to do with her best friend dying. So she actually denied or was in denial for quite some time. And finally, she started to put lies together and was like, hold on, you lied to me about that. And then one on top of another came, and then that woke her up. It woke up a beast. So today's a special day. We have a part, I don't know if it's going to be a 3-part series, but episode 1 drops today on A Bride of Charlie. And we're going to get into how the internet reacted because it's insane. Her fans aren't the ones that blew up this docu-series, if you want to call it that. Her enemies is who did it. Because I can say all day, hey, everybody go watch it. That's not what's going to blow up what's going on. What's happening is that the entire internet, all her enemies are going up and down Twitter, calling her a demon, demonic, all types of crazy stuff. And they're the ones blowing up this whole thing. So we're going to get to the reactions on what it has, how the world has responded to it. We're going to play the trailer as well. But before I get to it, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, comment your thoughts throughout the whole video. I appreciate everybody supporting throughout this journey of this YouTube thing that I've been starting. I see every single comment. I appreciate it all. It keeps me going. And I try my best to respond when I can. I am managing everything on my own. So this YouTube account, my 2 TikTok accounts that are, it's a lot going on. If you've been rocking with me for a while, you know that it's a lot of content everywhere. So I try to keep up with everything on my own. So I do see every single comment, and I appreciate y'all so much. But let's get to it. It's going to be a crazy, crazy day today, and I'm excited. I got a hoop tonight from 9 to 11, and I don't even know if I want to go. If I'm just being honest, I don't know. We're going to see. I got to get my cardio in, but we're going to see. Let's get to the trailer of The Bride of Charlie, an investigative series on Shabbat Shalami, produced by Erica Kirk, by Candace Owens and her team. And this video is already at 1 million views. The trailer. Let me make myself a little small so you can see it. It's already at 1 million views. And I promise you that's not 1 million of her fans. I can promise you that. But let's get straight to it. Oh my gosh, y'all know me with the ads. So hey, at least I got it on mute. Okay, you can't clown me. I got it on mute. So without further ado, I will let Candace take it away with this beautiful trailer on this series that's dropping today.
Trump says that Kirk has died after he was shot from a nearby building after being shot at Utah Valley University. The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead.
The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry.
I didn't even get to give him a kiss goodbye.
That young man, I forgive him.
Take your time.
Erica Kirk has been named the new CEO of Turning Point USA.
My husband's dead. I'm not trying to be morbid, but he's dead.
It's weird to say excited. Describes her husband's funeral as the event of the century. Merch, hats.
We have 50,000 plus hat orders.
Nobody knows why she's out there in a glittering pantsuit in a recreated tent that her husband tragically was murdered in, throwing merch out.
Everyone grieves differently, so if someone's acting weird,
Don't read into that.
Zionists, the prime minister of Israel, all lied through their teeth about Charlie Kirk.
Her operation was in Constanta, the epicenter of Romania's trafficking scandal.
We heard conversations to have with a 15-year-old. I'm going to touch your butt. $8.6 million to their own shell company. What is going on?
We have nothing to hide. My aunt used to tell me never do something that you don't want on the front page of a newspaper.
Oh my gosh. So, Bride of Charlie, you can see the cover art for the trailer right here. I can't wait. I can't wait. Again, first episode is dropping today, this afternoon. Because obviously I'm gonna post this video up shortly right after this. And I am extremely excited. And what's crazy about all of this, again, the internet is going crazy. And we're gonna get into what people have been saying about Candace. It's actually very interesting. But people don't realize Candace would never do this if she truly didn't have something that she wanted to show the world, that she thought the world should know about Shabbat Shalami. She would never have done this. So people keep on they're not realizing they're denying, they're in denial of the truth that's on the way. They don't want it to be revealed. They don't want it to be. They would rather just protect Miss Shalami for what? Don't you want the truth? But that's what's crazy is because they're doing this whole attack on Candace, and we're about to get to it. But again, Candace would not be doing this if there wasn't something she wanted to show the world. So clearly she found a lot. We already know a lot, right? We already know a lot about her already. But the fact that Candace put the time in to make this, oh, it's more. It's more, and they know. Matter of fact, I don't know if they know, but they don't want to know. They don't want it to be exposed to the world for whatever reason. And, also with Erica Kirk, we found out that she was too sick to do a Q&A on a podcast the other day, but yet I guess she was healthy enough to be at the State of Union last night with Trump. So it's going to get a lot of crazy, but let's get to how the internet reacted to this trailer. Because again, it wasn't Candace's fans that made this blow up, right? I'm excited. I put it on all my pages. Everybody knows where I stand on everything, but it's not that, I don't have 1 million subs or followers on TikTok. None of that. A lot of people don't. Even if the people that do, they're not really the ones that's speaking about Candace, but her enemies is what's actually blew this up. Is who actually blew this up. Now, I'm going to go on Twitter and I'm going to type in Candace Demon. And just watch what we discover on how the internet reacted. Because it is way bigger than just, I disagree with how Candace is handling this situation. I don't like the attack on Erica. It's not that anymore. They took it even further. And now Candace is a demon. That's what's going on around Twitter. Candace is a demon. This is demonic. Anybody that watches this is a demon. It's crazy. And we just going to get straight to it. Again, all I searched was Candace Demon. And watch what we uncover. So, I'm going to pull up this picture right here. Is it hard to see? Hopefully not. Here we go. I'm convinced Candace Owens is a demon. And we're going to get to those individual tweets. Somebody gratefully put it all together in one place before we even get to the individuals. I'm convinced Candace is a demon. Again, you know how crazy it is to jump straight to calling somebody a demon? That is crazy. Insane. Candace is a demon. I'm not sure if Candace Owens is merely a demon. I think the devil gave her something. What Candace Owens is doing is the most wicked and satanic thing that has ever come from the online right. Just so you know, Candace Owens is pure evil. She's a demon. Straight from the bowels of hell. Candace Owens is a demon from the pit of hell. Candace Owens is a genuine demon. I have no other explanation why she's doing what she's doing. Whether you are a Candace fan or not, this is evil. Now, what's crazy about all of this, right, is who in the world comes up with the thought that they're going to call somebody a demon today? And how many people had that same thought in the same day? You know, again, it's different if somebody's just like, I do not like what Candace is doing. This is so bad. Do you know how low you got to be to jump straight into just saying you're a demon? She's a demon. They use it so loosely. Why? Because apparently 100 of them had the same thought yesterday that they wanted to get out and call Candace a demon. All of these people jump straight to satanic, demonic, demon, all at the same time. Now, that sounds weird, right? How could it be at the same time? Well, let's look at this. This is why it came out at the same time. This is a leaked, hopefully y'all can see this. Yeah, here we go. That's a little better. This is a leaked kind of smear email that went around. And this is why everybody came up with the same talking points of calling Candace a demon. It's been confirmed and leaked that this email went out to a lot of people and they had to make a post. It says, urgent. I can't even see what it says right there. This X is in the way. Something is urgent. Shut down Candace's latest smear. Action needed tonight. This isn't journalism. It's pure evil, demonic slander against a widow that's still in mourning. Dragging Charlie's name and legacy through the mud for clicks and clout. Now look at some of these talking points. Candace Owens is evil. Oh, I can't. Okay, you can see my mouse. Pure evil. We seen that, right? This is demonic. We seen somebody say that, right? Candace Owens is a demon. We seen 20 people just say that. How can any real Christian stay silent while she attacks Erica like this? She's not asking questions. She's conducting a witch hunt. Action items. Do this now before it trends further. Quote a reply to this. Share Graham Allen's quote. Post your own version. Flood the replies. These people are trying to control the media. They're trying to control how everybody reacts to Candace's trailer. And what's crazy, again, her trailer isn't blowing up from us. It's not blowing up from people like me. It's blowing up because of this. They're the ones doing it. Bro, it's so funny and ironic, bro, that they think this is a campaign to tear Candace down. When in reality, it's making a lot of people say, wait, why is everybody saying the same thing? Why is everybody calling Candace demonic? Why is everybody calling Candace a demon? The E-Files came out with Einstein, and none of these people were this mad. So what did Candace do to make you this mad? So now you're making people interested. I'm somebody that kind of always goes against the grain, personality-wise. So even if I didn't know what was going on, I would look at this and say, well, let me go check and see what Candace is doing, because something is off. Ain't no way that all of these people have said the same thing, and it seems a little orchestrated. And I would go find what Candace is doing. I'd say, it's because she got some truth to it. That's what's going on. The truth is about to be revealed. It was the same thing with Charlie Kirk. When everything first went down with Charlie Kirk, the only reason I started getting into his content is because of how many people was celebrating his death. And I was like, no, something's off. That doesn't make any sense. Like, who does that? Who celebrates people's death? Who calls people demons online? So when people started celebrating his death, I said, well, let me look into what he did. Maybe he did something crazy. Turns out they just didn't like some of his talking points. And I realized, okay. So he said a lot of things that a lot of it was true, but they didn't like it. Cool. Similar to this. I would literally look at this and say, everybody just decided to wake up and use the word demon. That's very, I don't throw that word around a lot. So this is where all of this came from. But let's get into some more tweets. Because again, it gets better. So let's see. I want to blow it up a little bit more. There we go. Let's get to some of this stuff. Here we go. All right, just so you know, again, all I did was search Candace Demon. You can find this for yourself. Just so you know, Candace Owens is pure evil. She's a demon straight from the bowels of hell. Just the sight of her makes me gag. Listening to her arrogant, cringe voice is like nails to chalkboard. Does anyone else feel this way? Going viral right now. Mind you, they're not even addressing her points. They're not even addressing what she's talking about. They're not even addressing the point of the trailer and the point of the docuseries. Not even addressing it, just going straight for her character. That's the craziest part to me. Because again, it's not, oh, you know, what about, let's hit on the things Candace has brought up about Erica Kirk. Nobody wants to talk about Erica talking to a 15-year-old girl. Nobody wants to talk about that. All they want to say is, Candace is a demon. How could she? You're just going to glaze up like that. That's what's going on right now. Nobody has a word to say about the actual idea that Erica is guilty of something. That's why this is coming out. They don't want to talk about it. All they want to do is personally attack Candace Owens. Let's see. Let's check on some more stuff. I have been dealing with the same kind of coordinated attacks for literally a decade now that are exactly like the ones that have been launched against Candace Owens. These soulless people are literally getting paid money to call her a demon. Somebody is realizing it. Again, it's obvious to the public eye, to regular people, that this is orchestrated. It's obvious. I'm convinced Candace Owens is a demon. If you are a friend, if you are in the media and claim to be one of Charlie Kirk's friends, yet you refuse to defend Erica against any or against a literal. I'm trying to read the screen that's in front of me so I can like look towards the camera at least, but it looks better on my laptop over here. So that's what's going on. Against a literal demon named Candace Owens, then why should we listen to anything you have to say going forward? If you can't clearly stand up to evil, then you shouldn't. Again, oh, he's not even done. You shouldn't be taken seriously on any other issue. Again, nothing to do with what Candace is actually saying. They just want people to come out and condemn Candace Owens. The same thing they do with anti-Semitism and all of that stuff. They don't really want a solution. They don't want to talk about the point and the ideas. They just want to condemn the person itself. So that's all they want. They don't want somebody to come out and say, hey, well, how about we figure out what Candace is talking about? And how about we talk about that? Is she lying? Maybe we should start there. Is the points that she's addressing, are they lies? Because that should probably mean a lot more than just saying, I don't even care about the point she's making. She's a demon. But let's see if it gets even better. Let's see. Michael Knowles finally admits Candace is a leftist demon. So he says something about it. I don't even want to listen to it. People are realizing Candace Owens is an evil demon. And if you still support this psychopath, you're an evil demon too. So apparently I'm a demon. Apparently I'm a demon. Do y'all see what's going on here? Look what this person said. Candace isn't a demon. She's retarded. Demons are smart. And you know what's the best part about all of this? Candace is not even really responding to any of these people. I think one of her responses is that, look, everybody, the paid smear campaigns have begun. And they're proving her right. Because she talks about all the time how there are so many people that's on payroll to smear people. And they're proving her right. So she's laughing at all of this. She's laughing because they're giving her trailer, her docuseries promo. And she's laughing because it's obvious that these people are paid to say this. And it's just insane to me how low these people can go. And you know what's even crazier? They're going to watch the series too. They're going to watch it. They're going to watch it. And then they're going to wake up the next day because they sold their soul and they got to do whatever the money say. And they're going to have to go online and defend Erica regardless of what's dropped tonight. They're going to have to. I hope y'all don't think that after tonight, even if crazy evidence is proven that Erica is guilty of something, there's no way that all of these people are going to get online tomorrow and say, we were all wrong. Do you not see how deep in they are? They're calling Candace Owens a demon, demonic, satanic. They're calling us, anybody that listens to Candace, we're demons too. They're not going to come out tomorrow and change their mind. Everybody's realizing it. Look at what this person just said. The coordinated talking points are out in full force now. Candace is evil. Candace is a demon. Candace is demonic. Everybody is realizing how fake all of this is. Candace Owens is a demon from a pit of hell. Candace Owens is a demon. Like, again, nobody wakes up and chooses to call somebody a demon. It doesn't happen. That word is so strong that you don't just wake up and decide to call somebody that. You don't. Especially when you don't have any proof that somebody's demonic. Because demonic is very, that's a very strong word. Even if you disagree with somebody, you can't call them demonic. You can't call them demonic. That is something that is just very sensitive to me. But that's how you know these people aren't really real believers. How they just throw that word around. They're not really real. They're not real believers at all. You could tell. Because they just woke up and decided to just call everybody demonic. If you listen to Candace, you're demonic. Huh? So now everybody's just demonic now. Even though you're going to watch the series tonight. You're not demonic, though, because you're getting paid. But I'm demonic because I'm not getting paid, and I'm watching it, and I'm like thinking for myself, saying, hey, everything Candace is saying is crazy. Oh, there's the proof. That's crazy. But I'm demonic for just watching a docuseries? It's crazy. And I'm not really sure how this is going to, I think the internet's going to go crazy. It's the next 2, 3, 4 days, internet's going to absolutely go berserk. Berserk, bonkers. But I do feel like, I feel for Candace. I really do. Because, again, clearly she found more things that was worth putting together a series about Erica Kirk. And she has always said from the very beginning, Charlie is my best friend. Charlie was my best friend. And I'll do whatever it takes to get down to the bottom of what happened to him. She has said that from the very jump. And this is a part of it. That's what's very concerning. That's how I view these people. I'm like, if you claim that you want justice for Charlie, this is a part of it. Don't you want the truth? Regardless of how it happens, regardless of how the truth is received, it may hurt. Truth hurts. But if you find out that his wife, his widow, whatever you want to call it, if you find out that she had something to do with it, is that not great information you want to know about this best friend of yours that you claim was your best friend? And if Candace is lying, then isn't that wonderful for you, right? She made a fool of herself. So what is it with people not wanting this series to come out? That's what makes it so good. Is because they don't want it to come out. They don't want to know if she has something to do with it. But the truth will be revealed. What's done in the dark will always come to the light. Always. And Candace's real fans or real supporters will always have her back. And she's always said from the jump that this isn't just her. She's just the spokesperson for how we all feel and how we have all felt. She didn't just come up with this on her own, especially with Erica. I wouldn't say she was completely oblivious, but she was in denial for a month plus, refusing to think that refusing to believe that Erica has something to do with this. We've all been screaming it from the mountaintops. She didn't want to believe it. She's already admitted that. And these people are making it seem like she came up with this on her own. She just said, hold on, something is off. Let me look into it a little bit more. Oh, okay, let me look into it a little bit more. Oh, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And like she said, she's going to get down to the bottom of what happened to her best friend. And if it ends up being his wife, so be it. I think everybody should be happy if she actually has something to do with it and it comes out tonight or tomorrow or the next day that we have hardcore evidence that she had something to do directly related to her husband's death. Everybody should be happy. Not a single person in this world should be upset. We should be upset that it happened to Charlie and how she betrayed him. But you shouldn't be upset about the truth, though. That doesn't make any sense to me. So throughout this time, we're starting to realize this is real spiritual warfare. If we're just being completely honest, this is real spiritual warfare happening in live time. Anybody that you see online calling Candace a demon, demonic, satanic, calling regular people demonic and satanic for listening to Candace, you know that they're on the side of evil. And you're starting to see people that you probably didn't even expect. I saw Brandon Tatum today. He refuses to put a name on things that he's talking about, but he's talking about Candace. He just doesn't want to directly say it. But he's on the side of evil. For some reason, everybody wants to just completely deny or be in denial of the fact that Erica Kirk may not be perfect. And this is the crazy part. It's okay to make mistakes in life. Nobody is going at her because she just made a little mistake, a human mistake. It's not like that. It's about how you portray yourself. If she walked with humility and was honest about a lot of things, we'd be in a different place. A different place. She was the one that made everybody wonder, what's up with that woman? Something weird. Let me hear her talk a little bit. Oh, I haven't dated in the last 5 years. Internet went crazy. This was your boyfriend 2 years ago. What are you talking about? Your ex-boyfriend is literally in Turning Point, affiliated with Turning Point. Your ex-boyfriend has a picture with Charlie. Did Charlie know that was your ex-boyfriend? Why would you say you ain't date nobody in 5 years? If you did. There's so many things going on. Oh, I have Charlie's phone. He didn't text anybody the night before that he felt like he was gonna lose his life. He didn't do that. Y'all people are crazy. Candace says, okay, well, here's the receipt. Here's the message right here. She says, oh, I just happened. I just didn't see it. He sent it from another app. It was on Discord, Telegram, whatever. It was on another app. I didn't see that. You were right, Candace. That's the craziest part, is that I go back and forth with some people all the time because they're like, Candace has been doing this for so long and she hasn't showed any proof yet. And I'm like, have you been living under a rock? You have to have been. Erica has already came out multiple times saying, yeah, Candace was right. You were right about that. All it takes for me is one time. She lied one time and came out, and Candace showed the proof, and she came out and said Candace was right. That's all it took for me to say, bro, Candace has no reason to lie. Then it kept happening again and again and again. Bibi Netanyahu called Charlie in the Hamptons. Actually take Turning Point to the next level. No, that never happened. That never happened. I don't remember that. That never happened. Okay, cool. Andrew Colbert told me that happened. Oh, you know what? He actually did call, but it wasn't about that, though. It wasn't about. See? So a lot of these people that are so upset about this series and so upset about people promoting it, they just haven't went to go do the research on their own. They haven't even, like, instead of disagreeing with me, go look for yourself. Instead of saying y'all are attacking Charlie's widow, but I'm over that. Okay, go look for yourself, because it has happened time and time and again where y'all keep on saying Candace has no proof. She drops the proof. Erica admits that she was wrong, and months later, we're still talking about Candace has no proof. Again, I'm going to start assuming that you're being paid too, because what are you talking about? But it's going to be a great day. A great day. A beautiful day. And we're going to get down to the bottom of who she really is. Who Shabbat Shalami really is. And if that comes with some nasty, nasty things that we about to see, so be it. Truth hurts. We should want that. But what I'm curious about is how people react to this series. I'm gonna be curious about how all of those people that called Candace demonic, a demon, satanic. I want to know after the series drops how they react tonight. Are they gonna get back on after seeing that stuff, seeing whatever it is? Are they gonna get back on and say, "How dare Candace find out Erica has something to do with Charlie's death? How dare her? How dare her? How dare we find the actual justice for Charlie? How dare her?" It's going to be interesting. But again, just keep in mind that this trailer is not blowing up from her supporters. This trailer is blowing up by her enemies. They're showing their true colors. Their smear campaign emails have been released. They're all saying the same thing on Twitter. Back and forth, back and forth. So it's going to be a good one. So again, Bride of Charlie coming out today. An investigative series on Erica Kirk. And it's going to be a good one. Get your popcorn ready. We're going to find out a lot of things. Again, we already know a lot of things. But I promise y'all, if you know Candace, you ain't even got to know her. You could just know her enough to know she would not do this if she didn't have something that she felt like the world needed to know. She wouldn't do this. So get your popcorn ready, whatever you need, because it's going to be a long couple days. A long one. But again, I appreciate y'all for supporting. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you comment your thoughts on what you think is going on or going to happen with this Erica series. Let me know your thoughts on anything. Again, I try to see every single comment. I appreciate all the love and support that has been shown. Because we're growing. We are. And eventually I'll get rid of ads. But I appreciate y'all again. I'm gonna put my clothes away for the ones that's been complaining this entire video, because one of y'all been doing it. And I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. It will probably be tomorrow once we find out, maybe tonight, but probably tomorrow, and once we find out what's in this docuseries. I'll see y'all.